Hey, I'm out here on a walk and I just had to get out of the house, but I wanted to share with you a dream I had last night that I hope will give you comfort and maybe a laugh. So I'm sure, like you, I could not get to sleep last night. I don't know, my mind just reeling and processing, and so finally I just was just like, God, I just would love to talk to Jane. Would like to talk to Jane again. And I went to sleep, and I did. I had a dream that it could have been a vision, it could have been a dream, but I was in this giant, massive, I don't know if it's a courtyard but it's that kind where it's got like a circle and it's got paths that lead different directions. There's grass in between the paths. I guess it's a courtyard, I don't know, I don't care. And she comes running up to me, and I was like, it's you, and I put my hands on her shoulders, and then we just hugged, and she was radiant, she was glowing, she was just radiant, and I could see kind of glimpses of her, like I saw her skin on her cheeks was real smooth, and her eyes were just really pretty blue, and my first thing I said to her was, Jane, I'm so sorry that this happened. And she was like, why? She was like, this place is wonderful, there's so much peace and joy, and she just started listing, comfort and, just all these really positive adjectives. And I was like, I don't know why the first question, I was like, did you get to see your cat? Her big gray fat cat, Chubby. And she kind of laughed and she was like, yes, he was very happy to see me. She was like, there's a small gang of cats here that thinks they run the place. And they're all waiting for their humans to join them. And I could tell she was kind of referencing Gracie too. And then I don't know if she showed me a picture or if she turned around, but I saw this massive, he had to have been chest height, had to have been, 6.5 feet long, this giant pink pig, and he was just perfectly oval. And she was like, the pigs here are clean. And she was like, I got to ride this one, and I just was like, and I was like, I'm so happy for you. And she was like, Veronica, she was like, I can smell again, and I can cook, and I could play volleyball. And it was like, as she was speaking, I could see her doing these things. And I could see her spiking a volleyball on a beach or something in the sand. And I was like, well, have you gotten to see Daddy? She was like, yeah, of course, And she was like, and I also got to see all my family, and just a huge family reunion. And I was like, that's so wonderful. I said, your grandkids are really gonna miss you. And she was like, kind of puzzled at that. And she was like, they'll be here soon though. They'll be here soon. And I could tell that she meant like, not that anyone is dying anytime soon, but that when I visited Uganda, they would all say soon, and that didn't mean anything. It was just a filler word, but I could tell that she meant like, it's not gonna feel like any time is gonna pass, and it's gonna happen so quickly. Life is gonna go by so quickly, and we're, especially compared to time there, and I don't know. I'm getting excited, so I'm walking faster, and then I'm getting out of breath, so I apologize. But she was really like not serious, but I was like, have you seen Jesus? And she was like, yes, he's real, and people need to know Jesus is real, and like, it's serious, that people need to know him. And I was like, have you seen God? And she kind of made this hand motion encapsulating everything, and she was like, this is God. She was like, everything was made through him, and we were made through him, and that we are so much closer to God than we could ever imagine or understand down here. And I could tell she was kind of holding back. I could tell there was things that I just could not understand, or that it would be misunderstood, that it was like, there's a belief that we are gods, and it was like, it's not that, but it's that we are from God, we are of God. And I don't know, I could tell that there was so much more. There's so much more depth to it. There was so much more than we understand down here. I'm trying to make sure I remember everything. I think that's all I can remember. But just, she is in a place of love, and she is in a place. Oh, another thing. We talked about like when she died, and I was kind of like, I'm glad you weren't in pain or anything. She said, oh no. She was like, it wasn't painful at all. She said it was like, she showed me a flower bursting open, and that energy, it's like the flower can't stand it anymore and just bursts open. That it was like that it was like coming to life. And I thought that was really beautiful. But I hope this brings you comfort. I hope that, I don't know, maybe answer some questions. Jane got to ride a pig. But too, like, for us, it's only been a few hours. But what I felt like was like, I got to do all this stuff. And for her, it felt, and while I was there, it felt so much longer. Again, you know, time is here, but it's not there. So, I love you guys. And if you need anything, let me know. And just know that God really loves you. And pray that His peace will find you. Even when emotions feel really high and overwhelming. Okay, love you guys. I'll talk with y'all later.